Hey guys, Dirk here from Chesty Trains. Welcome back. Made a couple of new videos. Today I have another video. I'm going to show you guys another locomotive I was able to buy. And first of all, I'd like to say thank you to everybody who subscribed. Thanks for, people leaving comments, asking questions. Because that's what this is all about, and we learn from each other and we can help each other with the hobby and with problems we might have, or we can show each other models that are worth buying and that are worth their money, and all kind of be one big community. And I hope my videos contribute, and I hope there's a few guys in the English speaking world that share my passion for German trains, for European model trains. As you all know, I mostly have German trains, like locomotives, are pretty much exclusively German, mostly of the Deutsche Gesellschaft, like in the 1920s and 1930s and 40s. Some from the Länderbahn, so era 1. But then the Deutsche Bundesbahn is very heavily represented in here, and then we have the Deutsche Bahn AG, and now all the private companies come on top of it. Of course, now I have, like the Vectron from the SBB from Switzerland. I couldn't say no. I got it for a very fair price with sound of eBay Kleinanzeigen in Germany. So. I kind of had to buy it. There's maybe in the future other trains, like the Railjet. I really like the looks of the Railjet from the OBB. There might be some in the future I'll look at. But first, there's a few more German trains I want to buy and I want to add. And then there's always the odd locomotive that I come across. And one of those is actually this really nice ESU one. This is the class 360 Deutsche Bundesbahn shunting locomotive, Deutsche Bahn AG shunting locomotive. And so I haven't taken this out yet. I'm going to put it on the programming track, and we're going to see how it goes. It is used. I got it from a friend of mine, and he's kind of reducing his collection, so I got it from him, and I'm not quite sure what address it is, but we're going to put it on the track now. I'll save you guys the whole unboxing thing. I think you all have seen a video how an ESU locomotive is packaged, and that they are packaged really well. That the keys are in there and the instructions are great, and when you have an ESU control, obviously, the locomotive will register by itself. I don't know on the Markland side if it will register by itself, but I think so. On the Z21 I can read out the decoder, but I don't think I'm going to get a picture or anything out of this locomotive. And that brings me back to my last video where I had talked about the Z21 and how to download locomotives from the loco server and then really easily set them up in there. Obviously, and Anthony, thanks for your comment. Anthony pointed it out. It's obviously that loco locomotives work best with the Z21. Markland locomotives work best with the CS3, and same for Trix locomotives, same decoder in there. The ESU locomotives, obviously, the ESU ECOS will work best with the ESU locomotives. But, Pico will work best with Pico because the systems are from different manufacturers, and everybody has sort of their own little, tick to it, what makes it a little bit better yet than the other ones, or whatever. But, right now a lot of people say Zemo has really the best sound out there, whereas others say Markland has really good decoders in the respect of controlling the motors or whatever. ESU has the best all-around package apparently. So again, it's preference, right, guys? It depends on. I have tons of locomotives with ESU decoders. I have tons with Zemo decoders. I have lots of Markland decoders. I have quite a few older or not older, but like first generation Markland decoders and the Trix locomotives, and you know the sound just disappeared. Right? It's like, you know, so many years in my collection, and all of a sudden sound is gone. Right? And now I gotta get new sound decoders, probably ESU, radar fit them in there, and you know, change those over. Or I can just say, hey, you know what, the models are older anyways, maybe I'm just going to sell it. But I think I'd rather keep them and change the decoders. But we'll see. And then obviously, like the ESU decoders have been really reliable for me. It's really easy to program. I have the lock programmer from ESU. I'm still lacking the Zemo system to program, but the Zemo system is like, I don't know the programming side of things. I haven't looked at it. I just know like their control station is crazy expensive, so I won't invest in that. So I'm quite happy with the Z21. It does everything I want to do. I don't want to run my layout one day, even if it gets bigger. I don't want to run it off a computer. I'm more the guy who wants to, you know, run the trains on the dial and you know, let a couple of the trains run in a loop around the layout, and then, you know, be in the shunting area and put a freight train together, or use a shunting locomotive to put the next intercity together, or the next DCC, whatever. You know, and then hence I like these models, and especially, you know, these little shunting models, because they almost all come now with sound and automatic couplers, like remote control couplers that you can use, and therefore the fun and the play fun, like the actual, you know, operational fun, hands-on doing it yourself, increases obviously, and you know, you can set your switches if you do it on the Z21, or if you do it with push buttons still, and you know, is really up to everybody, its preference, of course. You know, but same thing there. I wouldn't want to, you know, switch them with a computer. I would want to switch them either on the Z21 like I do now, for parts of my station here, or I would just do it over a switchboard where there's actual push buttons in there. As I think it's just a play value, right? Like I'm more a guy who will lay the track down and make sure the track is all good, and you know, as soon as the track is down and I can run engines, you know, I don't care if there's lots of people on the platform. Like, you know, they all secondary. The scenery around is a secondary. I need to run trains, like, first and foremost. Once the trains are running, maybe then I have some time, you know, to do a little bit of grass here and a little bit of gravel there, or whatever, right? But in general, like, I'm the guy who wants to play with the trains. I like running the trains. I like moving them. They have to run around. They have to carry their freight cars. They have to pull their intercity express or their DCC or whatever, right? So that's kind of really what I'm after. So you know, but let's have a look at this locomotive. I'll unpack it now, put it on the programming track, and just read out the address, and then afterwards we'll look at the functions it has, because it's an ESU one. It should have quite a few, and you know, probably has like some squealing noise going over switches and all that kind of jazz too. So let's have a look at it, and I'll be right back. So yeah, so I programmed the locomotive. Quite impressive. 31 functions in the little pamphlet. Comes, of course, with a really nice ESU instructions manual. You know, programs just fine, just as easy as any other locomotive from ESU. I hope you can see it. Like, basically, function 0 is obviously your directional headlights. Change with the direction of travel. Let's go back first, so we can we can maybe see what it looks like. There you go. Right now it's red, and I'm going to turn it around to go white, and we're coming back forward. So directional headlights. I won't do the diesel startup right now, just because I want to go through the other functions first. So it has a couple of horns, one high pitch, one low pitch. it has the conductor whistle. It has the shunting radio. And this is covered on three different functions. We have cab lighting. I'm pretty sure, is it visible there? Yep, we can see that. It has the undercarriage lighting. It's kind of hard to see, but I think you can see it, right? How it comes on there and goes off. Then it has like the parking brake. There's one that's called the train brake, and the other one is called the parking brake. So one is the other. It has a bell. It has the driver's console lights up. I think that's not really visible right now. I don't know if I can turn the light off here, if it then... No, I think the camera angle is not so good for that. Anyways, I'll show you afterwards. It has like the inducee noise, like basically it would be like a fault. It's kind of like the Seafire today, the safety thing. It has a function for sanding, and then it has like a preheater for the engine. I put this on a timer, so basically it runs for 10 seconds and then turns off by itself. Now this one here is the parking brake for the locomotive, I guess. It's kind of like a hand crank almost, it sounds like. Then it has like a refueling pump or a fuel pump. Same thing, I put that on a timer too. It has like the pressure air or air release valve. Then it has like a compressor. Compressor stays on for 15 seconds. And then it has all these other functions, obviously, that are hard to show now. One of them would be it has a steam generator in here, but I don't use the steam inside my little room because it would A, just stink it up real quick, and B, also because the room is so small, it would settle fairly easy in here, and everything would kind of get like a little bit of a film on there. Then it has obviously a function to turn off the brake squealing. It has a function to turn off the lights that are facing the coaches on both sides of the locomotive. It has a shunting gear, which locomotives with 128 speed steps you can regulate so well. I don't know if you really need a shunting gear. I don't know how much finer you can dose it. It has, like, when it's running, it has the automatic squealing through corners. It has the automatic noise for squealing over switches. It has the automatic noise for the joints and the rails. It's got a function that when it's running in front of a heavy train, you can turn the function on, and then the engine really revs up like it's working hard, so to make the sound more aggressive, right? Yeah, so it has all those kind of functions, and then obviously it has like the coupling function. So I don't know how well that was visible, but basically it uncouples. And obviously we have to do this on the straight and try it out with a train car. So let's just hear the motor start up. I think it's really well done. And then we could hear the squealing too when it brakes. Okay, let's get a train car and see how it couples and uncouples. So here we are coupled to a loco train car with a loco universal coupling. Let's just see if it uncouples. I think I had the direction wrong. Let's try again here. And there we go. There we can see it flutter. And now the locomotive is free and clear and can drive away. So then, of course, we want to couple again and see if it just rolls on there. And it doesn't, needs a little bit of help, so to hook back in. Anyways, then let's see here. Let's uncouple it. There we go, now we're driving out. And that was the loco coupling, universal coupling. Let's just try with a normal hook and loop coupler on a loco car. So, coupled, right? We can all see it's coupled. Maybe if I go there, maybe it's better visible. So let's just see. Pushes back, should vibrate, doesn't. So maybe the regular. No. No, it doesn't want to do the normal loop coupler, so we'll have to find a different solution for that. Now let's see, we should have some Markland couplers here. Because I'm pretty sure the Markling coupler it'll do too, because ESU typically tries to be like compatible with everything Markling. So let's see if we can uncouple this Markling coupler. I'm not 100% sure. Doesn't want to uncouple that one either. One second here, now we're going to try again. Nope. No, it doesn't do that one either. So we're down to pretty much ESU couplings or the loco short coupling. Okay, so that's to that. I just grabbed the loco locomotive with the automatic coupling. Like this one doesn't have any sound, but it does have an automatic coupling, and the one actually uncoupled. So a little bit different system, but yeah. So this even though it's a loco locomotive, it uncouples from the Markling train car, no problem, and it even goes so soft that it even couples on. So if we go again, I can just drive away. So that's pretty cool. So the loco coupling works with the Markling coupling. Let's just try the loco universal coupling, which I'm sure it'll work with. The noise is, by the way, still the ESU engine. And there, so definitely have to buy. Oh, yeah. There we go, and it uncoupled the loco universal coupling. And then let's just try one of the old hook and loop couplers. Since we're at it, might as well try and see how that goes. We'll just have to drive back up to that. Oops. Drive back into the picture. Guess I have a little bit of dirty wheels again. Let's just drive into the picture and drive away from it, and there you go. So the Markling coupler uncouples on everything. I'll have to look at the ESU locomotive again, at its description and stuff. Maybe there's some, maybe I have to switch the couplers or some to work with other couplers. I'm not 100% sure. It is, however, a beautifully detailed locomotive. Obviously it has a bazillion functions that makes it well worth it having it. Let's bring it back in the picture here. Here it's coming. We have the interior lighting on, and here it comes. Oops. and we ran of course into the other locomotive, which we weren't supposed to do. Maybe it coupled with the local locomotive. No, it didn't, obviously. Yeah, just the functions alone, like, you know, like all this talking and stuff, I think makes it well worth it. So if you guys can get it somewhere used, or you know, have the money to buy it new, I can only say it's a great little locomotive. I'll figure out these couplers, and maybe I'll give you guys an update someday soon. I'm going to leave it at that for this video, and I hope you all enjoyed this video. As you might have noticed, I'm not holding the camera by hand anymore. I got myself a little stand that I can put it in, so I'm not shaking the picture like crazy the whole time. But yeah, if you like the video, leave me a comment, leave me a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and thanks for everybody who's subscribed already, and we'll see you for the next video.